is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Tennessee first down. So back-to-back games here of great production. And just, you know, his cuts, they're so quick last week and this week.
That comes from confidence, I think. He understands what the defense is trying to do. But I think he has so much belief in his offensive line that he's just saying, the block's going to be there. I'm not worried about it. And we saw that last week. In fact, they were so good last week on the flight home. I actually plugged in the game and watched the offensive line play one more time. I was so impressed by them. And they're carrying it over to this week. And, of course, when you got a big-time runner behind them, that's a pretty good combination.
Doesn't hurt. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side, caught by Matthews. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They come up in an offset eye. A first down carry for Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Big Terrence Knighton able to get him on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Henry running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it fourth down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? Shotgun now for Brady. He's got time in the pocket, and they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Brady to throw on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
All right, say it with me now. There's a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wily? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Gronkowski, slot left. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Again, it's Brady. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, New England. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
On first down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, now Brady. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That one goes for 24 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Play clock winding down.
All right, here we go.
Derrick Henry. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Here we go now. Blue, landing. Blue.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down.
Three down. Green, 39. Green, 39.
This is Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of there. Wait, 20.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Now Brady got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that.